I just found this clip of Asmongold.
Yo, let me tell you guys,
Indian.
the dumbest in WoW. Before I tell you guys. Yes, they suck. Oh my god. I can tell you how to tell a Brazilian. I'll tell you guys right now. They have 4 names. Felipe Pedro Hernandez Gonzalez. That is a Brazilian. You stay the fuck away from them.
Okay, now, you're gonna say, let him give context before you say anything, because I don't think you guys realize what I'm about to say here, but hear him out.
If you're playing WoW, stay away from Nemesis and Tolbarad. Those are Brazilian realms. If you have somebody add you to the real ID from those realms, you stay away from them. They will ruin your raid. They sound retarded, they act retarded, and they play like retards.
Asmon was celebrating Leafy's ban. If you didn't know, Leafy is here, just got banned. He's a YouTuber from back in the early days. I don't know how early, but he came to rise in 2016. He was the one that Idubbbz and Keemstar and others were going at back and forth, and the whole content cop came to a head there from Idubbbz. My issue is that Asmongold, if the rules for censorship were the way that they are, or if a big change would have happened not long after you made that video, you wouldn't be the rich and famous guy that you are now. Also, with this take, hopefully the Leafy ban is only the beginning of YouTube taking action on channels whose content is primarily at the expense of others. Harassment veiled as criticism. The old Asmongold would have looked at this and scoffed. He would have laughed at himself. It's one of those like age-old memes, right? Hopefully I never live long enough to see myself become the villain. I don't agree that Leafy should have been banned. I think that YouTube is setting a dangerous precedent. I've watched all of Leafy's recent videos, and I didn't used to like him back in the day. But the point is, him being himself and uploading how he feels is a good thing, because I could back then not like Leafy, and now I can see his new videos and realize the points he's making and realize the way he's changed and actually watch him and support him. That can never happen with these rule changes that are nuking everybody that you're calling for, Asmon. And it's ironic, because if you were a new YouTuber now, you would never have the opportunity with the way you're talking and acting. But then you'll make the argument, I wouldn't have talked and act like that now back then. Yeah, and you wouldn't be famous either, because the way that you acted when you made that bad joke or that bad sounding joke, which by the way, I'm not going to judge it. You did it in 2013. It's whatever. The way though your comedy was is what made your personality is what made people like you back then, which gave you your start so that you could get up to now. And if you were some different person who couldn't break boundaries, who couldn't mess up, who couldn't have bad jokes sometimes, you would never be able to feel out the way you want your comedy to be able to propel yourself to where you are now. While we're here, let's take a look at some of the other responses from YouTubers. Blacks. Where's the line drawn between criticism and harassment, though? I feel like harassment rules or YouTube is already in depth. How much further does the line need to be pushed? Asmon comes in. I think if you use someone's appearance as part of your criticism, it's harassment. Also, if you exaggerate facts or embellish stories in order to make somebody look worse, I also think it should be actionable. What do you define as the boundary between criticism and harassment, then? It's not something you can define entirely in a tweet, but if somebody's appearance is part of your criticism, then it's not criticism. You see, I think Asmon's losing the point. I see what the Pie Man and Blacks is doing. They're setting Asmond up for the point behind why you can't do this. And the reason you can't do it is because, Asmond, what makes you so powerful or so something that you get to decide what is good and what is bad? Because when someone decides what is good and is bad, let's say you pick the perfect person right now. The perfect dude sits down and gets to be the decider of what's good and what's bad. He doesn't use it for political stuff. He doesn't use it for his own preferences. He doesn't favor his friends and others. He's fair as can be, and he makes up a standard and sticks to it. What happens when that guy retires and another dude comes in? Okay, maybe that dude that comes in 5 years or 6 years when this other guy gets a better job, he's just as fair. Eventually, though, you're going to get someone who's not fair, and they're going to be destroying people's careers because they don't like jokes, because they don't agree with their political view. They're going to be becoming a dictator is the way to say it. Though, what else we got here? Let's take a look. Twitch streamers love deplatforming and censorship, lol. You know, I would normally say, hey, don't group them all together, but it is pretty freaking true. I completely agree with deplatforming and censorship when people use their platform to harass others and spread false information. Well, this is the one, Asmon, that you're not going to like. Let me show you something, and I'm going to have to censor the living hell out of it.
What's up, guys? It's me. It's your boy Asmongold. If I want to call somebody a faggot, I don't want to make an account to do it. I just want to click the button and hey, faggot, and that's it. I'm done with it. Now I have to make an account and then call him a faggot. Nothing changes. I still called him a faggot. It's just annoying. Dick, stick, 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 stick.
Another thing I'll say here, I really am kind of blown away by Asmongold's following. They love censorship. They love it. Just like Osmond does. Kind of crazy. What do we got? Come on, dude. You shouldn't be able to even host a YouTube channel. Your channel is next, Keem. The fact that Keemstar thinks he's right about Osmond is comical. Keem is right about Asmongold. Leafy's videos weren't some, like, horrible thing towards Pokimane. The worst thing the dude said was she was 2 out of 10 about her appearance. He didn't even say mean things about her appearance. It was mediocre. They're not even thinking. It's like, just because it's Keemstar making the argument, they're gonna come in and just go crazy over it. I mean, it's just as hypocritical as Asmongold. It's weird. Okay, so take a listen to this one from one of Asmond's followers. Seriously, this is one of Asmond's followers. You're the worst father figure a man could be. You should be ashamed you allowed yourself to have a daughter. Being as you are alone is one thing, but having a kid the way you act has disgusted me. You're a horrible father in person. They don't even know him. They just see what he does on the internet, and this is how they go. And yeah, I know Keem's crazy as hell, but you guys realize what Asmond's saying. You shouldn't be able to insult people over their appearance, or you should just be able to criticize them. This isn't criticism. You're missing the whole point, Asmond's following. Maybe that's why this is I don't know. It's mind-blowing. Keem, you're part of all that's wrong with humankind. We're in 2020. Yet we don't learn from the past. Well, Keem's making the argument that you shouldn't ban Leafy, and Asmond's making the argument that you should, because you shouldn't be able to talk about somebody's appearance. I hate to say it, Asmond followers, but if you're not allowed to talk about somebody's appearance, then how can you talk about their family life, the way that Keem looks, which I skipped the majority of those just because of YouTube right now. But there are so many making fun of Keem for his appearance. I think that Asmond's audience might be a little bit confused. And it's weird because I like Asmond. I don't know how much I'll watch him now, honestly, because it's a little different when you start to see all this. I'm sure I will, but anyway. This is just crazy. I reported Leafy on my 5 accounts and have done the same for Drama Alert. Don't make fun of Pokey next time. Many of us in our Discord are not happy and are glad to see Leafy banned. Hey, now maybe you're lying, but I thought that Pokey and her following had nothing to do with all this. I think we're starting to see a little bit of admission that Pokey's got a giant Discord server, and many of them, if this is to be taken as true, ooh, that's interesting. It's amazing what you find if you just look a little bit, isn't it? And okay, I gotta do it. I'm sorry. Imagine thinking going after Osmond was a good idea. R.I.P. Keemstar. Osmond saying that you should be banned off of platforms for making fun of someone's appearance. People calling Keem a gnome is them making fun of his appearance. This isn't said in an ironic fashion, by the way. I think I'm just gonna look at some more of these. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, here's his following telling him to go bye-bye. Keemstar is a dweeb. Look at this ugly man child. Yes, these are Osmond's audience. I swear to you this is. Oh my lord, it's so bad. Also a meltdown, lol, when and where Asmond is chill. You're just an internet gnome, a sad gnome. You got it by Osmond's rules, by your leader's rules. You now have to be banned from the internet for making fun of his appearance instead of criticizing him. Oh lord. You really lack self-awareness. If you've even looked at this thread, you're saying this to the wrong person. You're going to need to say it to Osmond's audience. I'm not saying Osmond. I'm saying his audience. Well, yeah, here's another literal threat towards him. Whoa, my God, dude. Oh, Lord. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about that. The audience of Asmond going around just insulting everybody's appearance while saying that Osmond's right and everybody else is wrong. In reality, with Leafy being banned, if you did watch his videos, they were so tame. I have no clue how criticism, commentary, comedy can exist on this platform. It's just going to be basically, you know, these Twitch streamers, they keep advocating like this. They're going to run out of content to watch while they eat their salad and noodles in between their video games. UNIRock out. See you guys later. #free Leafy.